but I've had them for 4 years in the shop and no one's bought them yet. So that's telling me I need to explore different options. Back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Misty and I am a reseller on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. But most importantly, I own a brick and mortar antique store in Bedford, Indiana called Wildflower Antiques. And today is Thursday and I'm working at the shop today. And I thought one thing that I would do is walk around and pick 5 items. 5 items that I've had in the shop for quite a while. And see how well I could maybe sell them on eBay instead. And I'll talk a little bit about why I chose this item and why I think it will do better on eBay and why I think it didn't sell in the shop. This is something that a lot of people have requested, so I think I'm going to give it a try. While nobody is in here, I'm going to walk around and just see what just pops out at me of something that we've had for a while, something that I probably should take home and list and see if I can sell it online versus in the shop. So let me turn the camera around and I'll have you walk with me as I walk around and look around. Okay, so let's see. Let's look at this cabinet right here. I've had this little girl for a while, this little picture right here. She's just a little Dutch girl picture. I think that she might be Blue Ridge Pottery, I believe. But I've had her for a while in the shop and I have her at $28. She is in flawless condition. No chips, no cracks anywhere on her. She's very cute with her little blue flower. So this is something that I will take home and I will list online and see if I could sell it online. I would think that this would be something that would sell well in here because it is a pottery piece. It's semi-primitive and primitives sell well for me. But this is one thing that I am going to take with me and try it online. Let's go back over to that cabinet and see if there's anything else. Oh, let me put these little salt and pepper shakers back there. All right, I'm not necessarily seeing anything there. This I know is something that I've had for a while. Let's bring this over. This is a cute little mid-century teapot. I know I've had it for a while because I no longer use these tags. I was using these tags when we first opened the shop 4 years ago. It's just a black teapot. I don't believe it has any markings on it, but it's very mid-century. I like the contrast in the colors. I like the loop on the handle. I have it for $6 and it's not sold in 4 years. So this is something I'm also going to take home. Remember, I'm looking for 5 things that I'm going to take home and try my luck selling them online. Let's see. What else do we got? As far as something that I've had for a while. I'm hearing people outside. They're not coming in here. Let's just walk around. I have the music turned off so I can film this and not get a copyright strike. All right, I've got a lot of stuff on this yellow cabinet. Let's see my yellow cabinet here. Again, I'm looking for something that would bring a little bit of more of a profit margin selling it online. What about this little Shawnee pig platter? I have it marked for $14.50. Let me just see if it has, I need to clean it real well. So, all right, let's try this. This is something I've had him for a while too. So we'll try the Shawnee pig platter as well. I do love Shawnee. Oh, it's so cute. I have it for $14.50. Actually, I have it for $14.50. There's a line through it that you can barely see, so it was on a 50% off sale and it still didn't sell. So those 3 items there. There is one area back here in the back of the shop that I want to look at because I'm wanting to redo a few things. Actually, you know what? I'm going to stop right here. I have these Dollhouse chairs that I know that I've had for a while. They are these little Renwall chairs. They're marked on the bottom there. So I'm going to grab all 3 of these and I'm going to try to sell them online. We'll count this as 1. I don't know if I'm going to sell them as a lot or if I'll sell them individually, but we're going to count them as 1. So then I'm looking for 2 more things. I'm going to leave them here just for a second so we can gather up something else. I just want to show you. Look at this cute little lamp that I just bought. Found it at Goodwill. It's so cute. It's got these cute little ducks on there. I have $18 for it. This isn't the greatest lampshade. It's not the original lampshade, but it's a lampshade that I had. So cute. Just wanted to show that to you. This is something, I'm not going to list this online yet, but this is something that's really special. This, I don't think I have it plugged in, but this mantle clock is amazing. He still has his little whip is down here to whip the horses with, but probably will eventually have to put that online because we've had it for a while, but man, I don't want to ship that. That's something I don't want to ship. Okay. Something was not in the right place, so I had to move it. Let's see. This is the area that I was talking about. This is kind of where I put things. And I don't know. It's just not my favorite part of the shop, and you can tell because it doesn't look very good. But let's see if there's anything that's even worth me taking home. There's a horrible piece of carnival glass down there. This isn't a bad piece, but it isn't. I mean, I have it marked $6. It's just a planter. I'm not going to mess with putting it online. We go over here to the man area. There might be some things over here that I know we've had for a while. Like this lamp. Let's see what I have on it. It's a utility light. I don't think I'm going to do that. What about, I've got this really cool Geiger counter that we've had forever. I wonder though, I might try it. I kind of like having it in the shop just because it's a very steampunk-esque look. But it's not going to sell probably for $52. And it's worth that because how often do you see a Geiger counter? It's got this little tool. It's made by Tower. So this is something that I will take over there. We'll try selling it online. We'll see how it goes. See if we can sell it for more online than keeping it in the shop. Along those lines as well as I have a couple of these gauges. Now they're very heavy, but I like the look of them for display. I have $68 on this. It is very, very heavy. But we're going to try it. We're going to try it. We've had it for a while. So I think I've got my 5 things. I think I have a wide variety of a few items that we'll run this little experiment on and see how well they will sell. Let's see if I can. Let's do a recap of the 5 things that I have picked that isn't selling for me in the shop, but that hopefully will sell for me online. These are all new things that I'm pricing to set up in the shop. Here's this cool copper gauge. So neat. I'll give you a better look at it because it's hard for me to. It's a Geyser Manufacturing Company from Waynesboro, Pennsylvania. It's a very steampunk looking piece. It's very heavy, but the buyer will pay for shipping, so I will, I'll put that in the listing. And then we have the little lightweight things, these Renwall chairs. Yeah. Don't know if I may lump them together since I can just take a picture, an easy enough picture. Then we've got the Geiger counter. It's also a heavy piece. And so we'll give that a test. We've got the Blue Ridge Pottery little Dutch girl, this little mid-century teapot, and the little Shawnee Pottery pig planter. And what I'll do is I'll keep all these tags. And so when I list these and things sell, I'll do an update video when things sell, at least on Instagram. So make sure that you're following me on Instagram so I can post those updates. But I will keep the tickets to see the difference in what I'm selling it for online versus how much I was asking for it in the shop. Have an antique booth in the area that you have it in, or if you have an antique shop, you kind of get the feeling of what prices people are going to pay for things when they come into your store. You have to price things accordingly. Yes, you may have things that are worth a lot more money than what you are pricing them for, but the thing of it is you want people to come back to your store. My philosophy in pricing my items is I want to make a profit, obviously. I mean, that's the name of the game. You need to make a profit. So you need to keep your cost of goods low. And you also need to price it to where customers will come into your store and they'll think, they've got great prices. I'm going to come back because I know that I can get things for a wonderful price. So those are the things that I run through in the back of my mind. Now, the Geiger counter and things, it's worth that. That's how much it's worth. But I've had them for 4 years in the shop and no one's bought them yet. So that's telling me I need to explore different options. I either need to lower the price or I'm going to try to sell it online and open it up to a worldwide market and see if I can get it sold that way. So that's my little experiment. I think that this will be good. And this is a video that people have requested. They wanted to know how I decided on what I am selling online versus what I'm selling in the shop, how I determine prices. And honestly, what determines a price for me is I want to make a profit and I want to move it. I want people to come back because my prices are affordable. I get customers that come in quite often and they get a little discouraged when they go into other antique stores because they can't afford anything when they go in there. And that does happen a lot. So you have to keep in mind the area that you live in, the economic status of the area that you live in, and what people are willing to pay and can afford to pay for the things that you're selling. So that's my little tidbit of advice as far as pricing goes. So I'm gonna get these things wrapped up and I will take them home. I'll get them listed this weekend and we will continue to see how they sell. Hopefully they will. Fingers crossed. And as always, when I'm in the shop and I'm filming it and you see something that pops into your view and you think, oh, I kind of like that. My email message or my email address is in the description. You can send me an email. You can ask me questions on certain things, or if there's certain things that you see that you are interested in, I will ship them to you. I send you a shipping quote and a price quote and we can go from there. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and end this Thursday at the shop video, and I'll see you in my next one. Talk to you guys later. Bye.
A good friend of mine went to a garage sale yesterday, and all these were just sitting out in the yard and for sale, a little rummage sale, and we bought every one of them. They were like $1.50, $2 each.
Yeah, so he paid $22 for all of these. There's a camel in there, and the nativity is Empire. So we don't have Jesus out here, but I have a Jesus inside that was left over from last year that didn't have, and I don't, yeah, we do have Mary. Mary's back there behind now. That there's a Featherstone gnome, and he's worth more than what you paid for all of these. He's worth about $35 himself. So I think you did good, Dad. Good job, Dad.
Thank you. Appreciate it.